to browse our wares. Highest quality equipment at the lowest prices, you know. That's right! How do you think I'm doing? I'm starting to get the hang of the operation, but my master's a tough bloke to please. And here I thought you were one of us. Well, stick around long enough and we'll be put to good use, that's for certain. This here's an Immaculate village, see? Sacred stone by name. A place where every devotee of the goddess, orc, goblin and man alike can seek enlightenment and honor Immaculate practices away from prying eyes. Plenty, plenty! Tenebrium is one of the goddess's many gifts to her children. My master's teaching me how to craft the stuff into the most powerful weapons yet known in Riverland. You small, squishy human types gotta be extra careful though. The goddess gift comes with a bit of a special kick for your kind. Not the easiest audience, that's for sure. But when it comes to handling the goddess's gift, one's gotta have the highest standards. After all, he's only hit me 3 or 4 times. I think he likes me.
Talk to me, apprentice, if you wish to browse the wares. That nincompoop needs the practice. Do you hear that? You boo! You need that!
The volume of the blood can cause quite a mess, as you can imagine. So we're careful to perform the sacrifice within our specialized chambers only. These chambers are designed not only to detect wayward fluids, but also to muffle any unsavory noises produced by defiant lost ones. Welcome, curious soul. Please, remain among we followers of the Immaculate Way and learn the teachings of the goddess. Where once you were lost, now you are found. We are disciples of the goddess and soldiers of the greater good. We seek to raise ourselves from among the lost, to become enlightened by the teachings of the goddess as delivered to us through our holy conduit. We live in harmony with the tenebrium, at one with its curses and its blessings. The enlightened may be permitted to draw the energy, the lifeblood from these lesser souls, an honor for the lost one. The link between we mortals and the almighty goddess. It was she who showed us how to transform Starstone, that seemingly vapid gem, into precious, life-giving bloodstone. It was she who showed us how to use the blood of the sacrificed to create healing magic. She dwells in the tenebrium mines now, along with those deemed enlightened enough to defend the goddess upon her return to Rivellon. Yes, bringer of rot, the goddess's bane. Miners in Silverglen uncovered this strange mineral only recently. It was this discovery that brought the conduit from on high to us souls willing to receive her. Most feared illness, but most blessed gift. The conduit came to those miners afflicted with the terrible disease and offered them salvation, showed them that by sacrificing the lost among them in the name of the greater good, they could cure even the most hopeless case of rot. Our most precious relic. We obtain holy bloodstone by first securing a shard of starstone. The sacrifice of a lost one over this simple gem transforms it into a jewel capable of miraculously healing one laid low by sickness or injury. Before the conduit came, starstone was little more than a pretty gemstone used for pure adornment. Fools were we not to realize that the stone came from the goddess herself. Fools were we to adorn our statues, our swords, our jewelry with a material capable of becoming bloodstone.
The goddess's way, young initiates, is not always easy. At times it may seem the goddess asks too much. At times, it will seem that the sacrifices she demands are unfair. Pay attention, or have you already forgotten what happens to students who neglect them? What do you think you're doing? You there, cut it out! You there, cut it out!
hunt you down! Dynamic core! Confound it! Breaking bone! Back on my feet again! I feel like I've been set in stone. Focus!
To fear the air itself.
Back on my feet again!
This is the end for you!
Jeffrey, pay attention. Or have you already forgotten?
Sweet Willie!
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? You there! Cut it out!
Well, there goes my luck.
Let's turn up the heat. Try to resist this, worm. Crushing embrace.
Jeffrey, pay attention. Or have you already forgotten what happens to students who neglect the goddess's way?
No, sir.
And here, young initiates, witness an opening.
Dear me, dear me, it is happening! The void, the darkness, dear me, dear me, dear me, time lies in tatters! There's this place, this pit that lies to the north. It is a rift of chaos, an epicenter of a time and space-devouring force. Void demons are besetting Rivellon, and the storms of chaos are shattering through our own dear homestead. Demons creep through the rift. They must all be destroyed. Not just any demons. Void demons. They are impervious to attacks with weapons or magic that any creature of this world can muster. But they have one weakness. For their simmering presence has permeated this area through and through for a long... Tenebrium, that is the answer. The black ore that is dark as the void itself. Arm yourself with this foul material, and you shall be able to shred their bloodstone that controls their portal. They exist beyond the normal continuum of time. They are here, and they are sweeping through the winds of chaos at the end of ages, shredding what they find. And the rift is the portal through which the demons seep. There is blood magic at work here, and he who says blood magic says Immaculates. A bloodstone fuels the rift, obliterate it, and the rift... I've scouted ahead of it and seen that 3 paths, or what passes for paths, lead to the center of the wasteland that lies before you. To the left is an encampment of Immaculates. Yes, they're but Immaculates, but their weapons look sharp as shark's teeth. So don't barge in like cats at a dog. The central path is a big no-no too, brimming with demons. I really wouldn't recommend it. Which leaves the right path, which may not be the right path at all, for it is deceptively calm along its trail and positively overflowing with magma. So basically I can offer you 3 options, all of them as appetizing as pig feed. And yet you'll have to swallow your portion whole. If not, the end of time. Do what you can, my friend.
By the looks of things, it seems we're heading towards Hunter's Edge, the town where I was stationed before I met you lot. Before we get there, you should know the whole yarn. What I saw there, why I fled. Yes, comrade, I fled a coward bearing the insignia of a sauce hunter. Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century, and save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of them. Couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did was find a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by the years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby. It was the worst misjudgment of my life. Their kind never did take a shine to such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village. All was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs. Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People, it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep. We, the villagers and myself, were corralled in the town square. The orcish queen sauntered in the middle, proud of the chaos she'd created. She screamed if we knew why they had come. Slowly, she approached me and leaned close. Her hot, foul breath like fire on my face. With one hand, she clasped my throat. With the other, she reached into my pocket and pulled out the gem I'd taken from the orcs I'd killed earlier that day. I was a thief, she said. I'd taken something dear to her, and I had earned punishment. I thought she'd destroy me right then and there. But she did something worse. That's right, comrade. And I was soon to find out why. She brought forth one of her soldiers. A larger orc I'd never seen, and he was covered in black, gleaming armor. She placed the stone in his chest plate, and something happened. He transformed into something I'll never... She made me watch as she sent villager after villager before the great transformed beast. He crushed them all, one by one, each more gruesomely than the last. He seemed to revel in... I could do nothing, comrade. I couldn't save them. I couldn't help them. I could only watch. Don't you see it's already over? Don't you see it's too late? These orcs weren't out for riches or land. They only came for blood. No. All that's left in Hunter's Edge is a debt to be paid, comrade. And I intend to collect it.
Out of the world's adventure!
Did you see that? A shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed. Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors. Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. The High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty. I'll not tolerate even the brashest source hunter's interference. If I find you beyond... You dare to defy an Immaculate command? You'd seek the White Witch despite our warnings?
To fear the air itself.
Holy powers, aid me!
On the man. I feel better already.
Into the fray once more.